Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
Staring at a rainbow and telling others about the beautiful sight that you are seeing. So who has not marveled at a beautiful rainbow and does not want to tell someone next to him and does not want to stare and contemplate on the beauty, a miraculous reflection that Hashem created in nature? And the question is, are there any halachic regulations in this matter? So in a previous halacha we discussed all the details of the blessing upon seeing a rainbow, as brought in chapter 229 in Shulchanaruch halacha 1, and in the continuation of that halacha the Mechaber states, based on the Gemara in Chagiga 16a, that it is forbidden for one to stare excessively at a rainbow. Allow you to do for the sake of the bracha is to simply look at it without an intense stare or prolonged contemplation. However, to stare at it excessively is forbidden. So on the one hand, we learn from here that to look at it at a glance is not usur. There's no isser to look at a rainbow. No poskim mention such a thing. The isser is simply to stare and look excessively. What's the reason behind this prohibition? It's such a magnificent beauty of God. So we have different reasons brought down regarding why one is deterred from staring at it. The Zohar in Parshas Beshalach states that the Shechina is represented and corresponds to the rainbow. And hence, just like you shouldn't stare at the Shechina, you shouldn't contemplate the Shechina, Kvod Hashem hastir, so too you shouldn't look at the rainbow. The Machzas HaShekel brings from Rabbi Abba in Chagiga that one who stares excessively at the rainbow shows that he does not care of the honor of his maker. It says some pretty harsh words at the end, that it is befitting for him not to even have come into the world, as he is belittling Hashem's honor and Shechina. It also states that in the Gemara, as the Magen Avram brings and other Achreinim, that one who stares excessively at a rainbow can cause his eyesight to weaken. He'll need new glasses. A further interesting reason can be brought based on the statement of the Tikkunei Zohar in Tikkun 18, that the reason why when we look at a rainbow sometimes we see it shining, sometimes we see it darkening, is because there are klippos, evil forces which surround the rainbow and try to darken its light. And based on this we can understand another reason why we should avoid looking at it, as we're not just looking at the rainbow but at the evil forces surrounding it, and that can have a very bad effect on the person. Atkan regarding not to look at it excessively. Now we'll discuss, can you tell other people about the beautiful sight? To look at it at a glance, but nonetheless to tell them. So while the Rishonim and the Talmud make no mention of any problem with this, we find in the Chaya Adam in Klal 63, and it's recorded in the Pischei Tshuva, the Mishnah Brura, and others, that one who sees a rainbow is not to inform other people about it. Why? As what's the message of the rainbow, as we learn in Parshas Noach? The world is befitting of destruction, and only because of the covenant of the rainbow that the rainbow represents, the world won't be destroyed. So what are you doing when you tell someone, hey, look at this beautiful rainbow? You're in essence telling them, hey, look, the whole world is chayiv kli, is liable for destruction. It's lashon hara, it's motzi shemra, it's slander. At kedei kach, we have to be careful against motzi shemra, say the poskim, to not even inform someone else that there's a rainbow. Furthermore, even if one was informed, he has no obligation to go see it in order to recite the bracha, as bring some of the achreinim. So based on all this, we can deduce that the sight of a rainbow that you personally see is a personal message between you and God. It's not something that you should go show the whole world, take a picture, post it on Facebook, and post it on Instagram or any other social media, as doing so is publicizing a motzi shemra, a slander to the whole world, and it's meant to be left private. This is in addition even to taking a picture for private purposes, personal reasons, which may transgress what we said earlier, not to look at it excessively. We'll conclude with one last interesting question, and that is, it's brought in the Ruach Chaim of Rav Chaim Falaji, 229, that just like you should avoid looking at a rainbow in the sky, so too you should avoid staring excessively at the reflection of a rainbow seen on water. Or if you ever notice on your phone when it gets wet and the light is on, you see the reflection of a rainbow, you should also avoid looking at those colors. This is not recorded on the poskim, but it's interesting to note that there is such a thing. So to summarize, you're allowed to look at a rainbow. We avoid looking at it extensively due to the Talmudic reasons, as recorded in Shulchan Aruch, to give respect to God and not overlook at His beauty. or at the Shechina, or at the Klippas. And we avoid telling a friend or anyone else that we saw a rainbow or that we're seeing a rainbow, because it's considered slander.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.